Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a look here at Terra Classic, helping you understand, obviously, what to do in situations like this. And we did look at this yesterday, of course, and it's doing pretty much as expected. It broke through that resistance level and is pushing for higher lows and higher highs. So we'll take a look at that and much more. And obviously, if you're new to the channel, just know I've been teaching for about 17, 18 years, and I just love helping people become better traders. So cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below if you want to become a better trader. I've got private videos, help you to understand everything that I know about trading, teach everything, as well as the fact that we have an amazing Discord here with a fantastic community. Everyone just all learns and grows together. Got a good group of admins. We actually, for our signals recently, we took some nice profit, about 33% for Bitcoin and 60% for Ethereum. And we took those profits within about 11 to 24 hours. It's a rough estimate there. So within about one day, we took some healthy profits there. And again, there's not a tremendous amount of signals right now because the market is kind of drawing dead, but absolutely good to take advantage while you still can. We're also using a Bitget as well as my best exchange. I've used pretty much every exchange possible, and it's the bee's knees, right? So keep in mind, you are eligible for a $10,000 prize pool monthly if you use the link in the description below. That's all you got to do. Honestly, there's no additional fees. It's pretty much, in fact, I think they actually give you a sign-on bonus too. They're an awesome exchange, so be sure to check that out. And if you're in the States and you need to use a VPN, of course, you get 3 extra months free with a 12-month plan here through ExpressVPN. I've been using them for years. Phenomenal virtual private network. So check that out in your own time. Everything's down below if you need it. Otherwise, let's go ahead and see here for Terra Classic what's going on. So yesterday when we looked at it, of course, it kind of was waking up, but it was getting rejected by that 13,700. Best way to describe it. I'm not going to just put the zeros in front. It's just so much easier to say without. But we did get that natural bounce off of 30 on the RSI. So congrats to those members who are actually taking some profits from Terra Classic. Good job. We've got a MACD convergence on the way as well. And what this is a 12-day exponential moving average intersecting with a 26-day EMA in an upward fashion, or potentially going to. It's no guarantee it's going to happen, but it's absolutely moving towards that. What that basically just tells us is that the bearish momentum is starting to subside and that the bulls are starting to take control. Okay, we can see that in smaller time frames too, with higher lows and likely higher highs as well. Okay, so all in all, the daily looks pretty good here. Let's look at the moving averages. We're still a little ways away from the 20. That's kind of consolidating right there at Fibonacci retracement 0.5, right at 15,600. So we got some room to grow between here and there before we see any type of potential rejection off the moving averages. Looking at the 4 hour, we can see a nice positive break through the 50-day SMA. That's excellent to see. We also can see that we've been up over 50 on the RSI for a little while, for the last 16 hours, 18 hours, somewhere in that range. And you can see that we've broken above there effectively. So yesterday we were getting rejected by that level. Now we've broken above and we can expect that to be a support. Okay, so the price comes back down to create a higher low. We'll see at 13.7, 13,700, in an area in which the price will likely bounce. Okay, that's a very common characteristic when you're establishing higher highs and higher lows. The moving average convergence here on the 4 hours also telling us that we're starting to increase as well, so the momentum to the upside is continuing. We want to take a quick look at overexhaustion to see if we are getting close. We had a nice period of consolidation here, so we're really not anything in concern. We literally got another, 24 to 48 hours worth of continuation to the side or further up. The likelihood of a pullback is lower, but if it were to, again, the bounce off of right there at about 13.9 or more so 13.7 as a round number is more probable at this point. Okay, so that seems very likely, and I think we're looking pretty good here for the 4 hour. Moving on to the 1 hour, we can kind of see here with the TD sequential, we're not over exhaustive whatsoever. We did hit a 9 here, get rejected by that resistance level, came back up to retest another 9, consolidation and a breakthrough. So that's a very standard rinse and repeat type of situation. We'll likely see that continuing on moving forward if we're to continue with this higher high, higher low pattern. What's fantastic that we can see here is lagging span is free and clear of the price action, and of course conversion lines above the baseline. All green lights here to keep your long position open. You have no reason to close them. You can consider taking profits, of course, depending on your overall trade position size and just what your type of trade style is. To me, we take profits consistently throughout the process of holding a trade, and oftentimes your first profit target should be somewhere in the range of 65 to 75%. That way, if the price pulls back to break even, which is where you should adjust your stop loss after you're in profit, you're still going to walk away from the trade with profit. Again, there's different strategies you can apply, but that's the important strategy right now. You want to have tighter profit targets based on the market being fairly compressed. You know, I mean, Bitcoin stuck between 60 and 17,000, for example. I mean, it used to range, by 5 to 10% per day in some cases. Now it's just kind of small increments at a time. So you got to take advantage of those small profit targets. Again, just something to kind of think about. But all in all, Terra Classic's exuding some very positive behavior here. And at this point, I would say that it's safe to presume it's going to continue higher until we hit that potential rejection point at 0.5 on Fibonacci at 15.6 and or 14.7. But we still got a little bit of room to grow from there. So again, a good strategy to take profit, if you were to consider take profits, take them just below this Fibonacci retracement level here at about 14.7. Maybe consider 14.6 or 14.5 as good potential targets to ensure that you get filled when the price comes up. If it comes back down, heaven forbid, we should get a likely bounce off 13.7. You can add to your position. Right? Different strategies, of course, but all in all, looking pretty darn decent here for Terra Classic. So that's pretty much what we're at. Hopefully that made sense to you and I described that quickly and effectively. Thanks so much for joining me here. Again, if you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. I do recommend registering before the end of January, of course, just because we are going to increase the rates with our new website being unveiled. So there's a lot of cool new features, of course, and my members right now are locked in for their current rate, and that will never adjust as long as you're a member. So again, keep that in mind. Feel free to join beforehand. It would be probably a smart call if you aren't already part of the community. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.